Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Margaery Tyrell's favor. And Lady Margaery's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ooh, you get to play as your sister now.
That's my sister.
If you're embodying Ethan, she is your sister.
Yep. We're gonna look in this chest as our sister.
There's some notes in there.
Got our house sigil up here.
Carved ironwood.
Ethan made this for me.
Oh, we made that for her.
Continuing
with the embodiment of the.
I'm not any of these characters, dude. I'd have never put my hand on the
Asher
controller
sent me
once.
this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Got banished there or whatever that was.
Looks like almost Egyptian or Mayan.
Highgarden. Now, Raymond, you're not super familiar with the Game of Thrones series.
No.
Highgarden is from where the Tyrells are from.
Okay.
Margaery Tyrell, important character in the Game of Thrones universe.
It was very kind of Lady Margaery to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
That's the plan.
The plan is for her to become the queen.
Yeah,
after
but
marrying
as we know with Game of Thrones, we never know what's going to happen.
Well, look at it or read it, Dewey?
I'm going to look at it.
Okay.
I think you always look at things first, then you do the other thing.
It's true. Should I pick that up? It could have poison
we
on
looked
it.
at it sinisterly. Like, what even... What
Was
is
that
this?
that look?
No, that's not sinister. That's just... It's like we don't want to actually read this. But too bad. You're going to.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Margaery has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Be murdered at your own wedding.
Just looking forward to that day. Yes.
A lot of pressure is riding on us. We have to convince Lady Margaery that we can't, that our brother shouldn't be married or shouldn't be married, shouldn't be murdered. The guy that we sent to the wall. What was his name again?
Gregor?
Gregor? Or
something like that.
Something like that.
Godwin? I don't remember. Started with a G though, for sure.
Okay.
Like 90% positive it started with a G. You looked at the
coal brazier, nothing was in there. Nothing
not
of
even
interest.
coals.
That's the old tome? Well, there's got to be something
Wonders
of interest
Made
here.
by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Now he's dead. She doesn't know that he's dead.
I hope to see them all someday.
See? I told you. She doesn't know
This
that
is
they're
your
all
conscience speaking to you. Your brother is dead. I don't want to read that. We're going to look out the window. See what kind of view
King's
she
Landing.
has here.
I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It's not. It's cold and dreary.
This is snowing, as always. Does it snow in Ironrath? Who knows?
I have no idea. You just spent time in there. Was there snow on the ground?
Maybe some.
I remember there being some, but then again, I'm used to seeing it outside my windows.
Everywhere.
And everywhere.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Margaery to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
She's got a lot bearing on her mind, Dewey.
She's got a lot going on. I'm not going to answer that door right away.
What if she like insults the future queen? Without trying to, obviously, but still.
Okay, hold on.
Then what happens? She gonna die?
Hopefully not.
Okay.
Did I say you could come in?
Is that the queen?
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to let him in.
No,
I don't know
it's
who he
fine.
is.
Come in.
What if he stabs you?
Well, this character's going to die really quickly then. Oh, see, he's just changing out the coals.
I guess we could figure that out due to all the soot on his face, but...
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Don't talk to the help, Dewey.
Please
I
hurry
grew up
if
with
you
three
can.
sisters.
Lady
They never
Margaery will be
respond with
here in a
anything
minute.
Of
other
course,
than
milady.
I'm fine. So,
The ladies like saying those two words a lot.
You work for Lady Margaery? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Margaery just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
He doesn't seem too happy about that news, Dewey.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much,
because
but
Cersei is... She's
Whoa,
it was
whoa, whoa.
definitely
bad
an argument.
words.
Cersei?
Oh god, I don't know what to say.
Jeez, Dewey. She's gonna say stone
I heard
silent the
them
whole
arguing
time.
about House Forrester.
House
Oh.
Forrester?
Maybe silent is the best
I
option.
thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
What if he like spies on me while I shower?
You might. You don't even know he's there.
Just some coal boy standing in the corner, just like, don't mind me. Speak of
Lady Margaery. You're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Oh god, going right to the point.
Sometimes what you've got to do. I can't believe for a second Cersei Lannister would be involved
From
in
the
some
day
sort of
you arrived in
quarrel or argument,
Highgarden,
Dewey.
I've thought of you more as
This
a
is
friend
just
than
impossible.
as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
I'm gonna hold the silence for now.
Just quiet.
You must not
Dewey doesn't-
despair.
You gotta
We
be
will
confident,
get through
Dewey.
this together.
Lady
You must
Margaery.
understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
Dewey, are you a traitor?
Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Alright, so I have to suck up to Cersei to suck up to Margaery. Am I doing Game of Thrones right?
I think so. I think that's how it's played.
Okay.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Dewey, you ready to lie your ass off?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, I believe in you.
I'm gonna need your help, Raymond. I can't do this alone.
I'm a pretty good liar. So
Okay.
for this one time, I will help.
We've got like the two halves here. I have the good conscience and the bad conscience.
That's right. I'll be Dr. Dre, you be Eminem.
Okay.
All right. You can do this.
You can do this.
See?
You and Margaery on the same page here. Oh god, look around.
I'm just that much of a natural.
What can I do? Hi,
Talk to those
gentlemen.
guys.
Just ignore the queen.
They might
Oh
wanna...
hey, it's Tyrion.
Hey!
You're in Destiny.
Ah, Lady Margaery. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, Allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Alright, what are you gonna do, Dewey? There you go.
You gotta
Your
go
Grace.
full into it.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
What are you gonna do, Dewey? You have to agree with her.
Yes,
I
Your
have
Grace.
to.
They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
I have no idea who Roose Bolton is. I'm
Roose
no help
Bolton
in this at
also
all.
served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Awkward.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Of course.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes,
Yes, Your
anything.
Grace. I would do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a little smirk
I see.
there.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Margaery here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
What do you? I have no idea what's going on, Dewey. There's only you can answer.
Silence.
It is not her place to say, Your Grace.
The girl must have an opinion on the matter.
Crap.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
Bitch, you going down.
Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
But this is all in my head, so she doesn't actually know.
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Margaery. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
What are you gonna do, Dewey? Do you swear your allegiance to the king, or do you choose Lady Margaery?
I mean, it's like a double-sided question here. It's like I could choose the king, but she might just completely call me out.
You're not choosing Joffrey. You're just choosing the king, Dewey.
Should I go? I
You're
have sworn to Lady Margaery. I think
You're-
that's the better
Is
option.
that what I'm telling you to do?
Of what? I don't know what you're telling me. You're telling me to do both, and I can't do
I'm
that.
not telling you to do both. I've been on the side of Cersei since the very first episode
Oh God.
of the show.
So should I go with my king?
Yes.
Okay.
The king, of course.
Took you a long time
Well
to answer
said.
that question.
I was
They would be
beginning
a
to
little
worry you
suspicious.
didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Yeah.
Which is not very encouraging.
Okay.
You cannot hide in front of Cersei, Dewey.
Nope.
You have failed.
She sees
I'd
right
like a
through
word
me.
with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Marjorie's
Oh shit, she's all pissed off.
She's like, really, Dewey? This is what you got? But I think Tyrion likes you, Dewey.
Yeah, Tyrion, come on. Back me up here, buddy.
I'll walk you out.
Oh, thank you. See, this is...
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of
I
circumstances.
have to
Forgive
trust
me for
Tyrion.
saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It
Was
was
she?
quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
Oh, damn it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
See, I would die here. Anywhere in this time period.
Nest of Vipers does not sound intriguing to me at all.
You like snakes.
They're
They're your favorite.
No, God, please.